Hey, welcome back to another video. So, class is in session. All right, so the term that we're going to look at today, it's usually in the medical legal term, is known as standard of care. It's a very easy word here, words. Standard of care. What is a standard of care? Well, I love to eat. I don't know if you guys can know what this is. That is a nice cookie. All right, it's a chocolate chip cookie. So with a chocolate chip cookie, I love to eat, right? So with that, you need a recipe. And a recipe, in order to make this chocolate chip cookie, you have to have a good old recipe. So you have to stick to this recipe, because once you stick to the recipe, then you make a whole lot of these different cookies, right? There's one over here, all over the place, a bunch of cookies. When we look at that, we multiply it and we make sure we are to the best, to the T, to make this recipe the best and produce it. Now, back to this word. In the medical field, we have the thing called standard of care. What does that mean? Well, here it is. As EMTs, we have a recipe. All right, stick to the recipe because it's going to taste good. Stick to the recipe because it's going to produce the same thing. And as we learn these techniques, all right, and these techniques, we learn in the sense that providing the best treatment for our patient. It doesn't even matter where you're from. All right, we're not just talking about New York or New York City. We're talking about the East Coast, the West Coast. We're talking about the South, in Texas. No matter what, there's a standard. Okay, there's a recipe, and this recipe is going to be the one that's going to give you and that patient the best care. Because once you don't go into that recipe, then the cookie is not going to taste the same. It's not going to be delicious, okay? So stick to the recipe. That is your standard of care. I hope this helped you here for this episode of Terminologies. All right, until the next one. Thank you. See you then. Be safe.